Hey guys, well, it is finally here. My favorite category in this series, eyeshadows. I love eyeshadow more than any other makeup item, and I guess that's not popular anymore to like eyeshadow, but I love eyeshadow, and to me, it makes your whole makeup look. So I have no problems finding eyeshadows that I love that are $5 and under. And so thank goodness for that. But yeah, I have six different brands to talk about that I can't imagine anybody being disappointed with any of these because they're all great. I recommend anything that I'm talking about here. And I'm going to give you as much information as possible. You know, where can you buy these brands? How much do they cost? I've actually got like notes written down here because there's no way I could possibly remember all this information. Let's start with eyeshadow sticks because eyeshadow sticks are so popular these days. My favorite eyeshadow sticks, and they have been for so many years, they're not new. Wet n Wild Multisticks. And these aren't just stick eyeshadows, these are, in fact, multi-sticks. So you can use these however you want to. Eyeshadow, blush, highlighter, lipstick, whatever you want to do. So they are a multi-stick multitasker. I am only missing one shade, which I intend to go out and buy today. I had to look it up on the computer to find out what store had them, but you can buy these at Walmart. You can buy them at Wet n Wild's website. You can buy them on Amazon because Wet n Wild has a storefront on Amazon. You can also get them at CVS, but that's where I'm going to go get the last color that I needed today. But I wouldn't recommend CVS for these only because they charge you 4 times more than what they should cost. Like if you get them at Walmart, they're like $1 and change. And I think they're also $1 and change on Wet n Wild's website and Amazon's website. But yeah, CVS wants $4 and change for these. So I'm only going to do that today because there was just one more color for me to find. But I love these. The way that I use these varies depending on the color, the shade, because these come in all different finishes. They come in semi-matte, they come in glitter, they come in shimmer, they come in many different finishes. And if you look at them, it tells you right on there. I had this one on Champagne Room in yesterday's video if you want an example of what they look like on. But see how at the bottom it says shimmer? So it tells you right on here what they, what finish they are. Okay, so this is an example of semi-matte Burning Bridges. And by the way, this makes a gorgeous lipstick. So yeah, you can use them a multitude of ways. Now, the only thing is they're not dry. So if you use them as eyeshadows, you're going to need to put down an eyeshadow primer first. I would recommend using the Wet n Wild Megalast eyeshadow primer. And where was I recently that I saw this in store? Because I was having a hard time finding this in store, so I ordered this from Amazon. But I did see this at a store the other day. I can't remember where I was though when I saw it, but I was like, oh, they do still have it in store. But yeah, I would recommend that you use a layer of this before you put any of these down as an eyeshadow if you don't want it to crease or migrate or whatever. So this is a good combo. But yeah, you can use these just on their own if you want to, or you can use them in conjunction with a powder eyeshadow. They're super versatile. But I'll tell you, one of my favorite ways to use these is the way I used that Champagne Room one in yesterday's video. The Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contour Palette in Dulce de Leche, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I use this as an eyeshadow palette. What I do is, yeah, this makes a great eyeshadow palette. I use the contour shade in the crease. I use the highlight shade as a brow bone highlight and inner corner highlight. And then after I've put my eyeshadow primer on, and then I take one of the eyeshadow sticks and just put that on the lid. And don't blend it out with a brush afterwards. Just apply it from the stick and just, you know, work it across your lid. Because if you use a brush and you try to blend it, it's going to mess it up. Well, with the shimmer shades anyway. But there are, like I said, different finishes that you would use different ways. After I get that last shade that I'm missing, I want to eventually do a dedicated video to these, and there's so many of them that's going to be a hard video to make. But yeah, there are how many shades? I wrote it down here. 21 shades. So no matter what you like or what you're into, and there's a black one too. So if you have some multi-chromes and duochromes, you can use this underneath those to really make the colors pop or easier to see the shift. But yeah, just make sure that you use an eyeshadow primer underneath and you will love these. And I mean, the price is right, $1 and change at Walmart or Amazon or their website. Those are terrific. Okay, but we're not going to stop there with Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild used to and still makes single shadows. Now you can't find these in store anymore, but you can still find them on Wet n Wild's website and on Amazon.com. They have 7, is it 7? I have to use my notes because there's no way, like I said, I can remember all this. Yes, there are 7 shades. They're $2 a piece. There's a black called Panther. There's a blue called Moonchild. There's a white called Sugar. There's a green called Envy. I do have all these. There's a purple called Mesmerized. There's a beige called Brulee. But the real standout in this lineup is Nutty. Nutty is a taupe, and it is stunning, you guys. Really. I recently placed an order from Amazon. I bought a backup of this because just in case they ever decide to discontinue these, I don't want to run out of this. Although, I have to tell you, there is only 1.7 grams of product in here. So you will go through these quickly if you use them all the time. After you've used one only a few times, you're going to hit pan right away. So there's not a lot of product in these, but oh my gosh, they are so beautiful. I love these. I have every single shade. One of my favorite Wet n Wild products of all time. But wait, that's not all. Wet n Wild's Coloricon 5-pan palettes are awesome. I have 6 of them, but I am missing 2, and I do want to get the 2 that I'm missing eventually. I wish I had thought of that when I placed my order, because I do have a Wet n Wild order coming from their website, but at the time I wasn't thinking, and so I didn't order those last 2 palettes. But I have Petalette. This goes with so many lipsticks, you guys. It's like a pinky mauve palette. Yeah, that is super versatile. I have Camo Flaunt, which I just got recently, so haven't even used that one yet. My Lucky Charm I just got recently. Got those two over the Memorial Day weekend. And yeah, actually I did use this. I did use that one because I couldn't wait to try that green in the middle. This is Full Bloomin' Gold Whip. Excellent. I'm not really even a gold person, but this is so pretty. But the best one out of this bunch is definitely a classic, Walking on Eggshells. Oh my God, you guys. Yeah, this is classic. This is stunning. If you buy any of these or you don't have any of them yet, this is the one to get. You will absolutely love it. They are gorgeous. Okay, so those are all my Wet n Wild picks. Everything that I just showed you is $5 and under, okay? All right, where should we go next? Let's go next to what I'm wearing. Essence makes these 6-pan palettes, and the one I'm wearing is Taupe It Up. This is what I have on my eyes right now. This is what it looks like. These eyeshadows are so gorgeous, you guys. You can get them at Target and you can get them at Ulta. And Essence has a website, but I've never ordered from it. But I asked in a previous video if any one of you that are watching had ever ordered from it. And basically people said no, that they hadn't. But I want to place an order from their website because my favorite one of these palettes of all time is no longer carried in stores. The only way you can get it is on the website. It's called Dancing Greens, and that was always my favorite, and I don't have it anymore. So I really need to repurchase that. Oh, if you like green eyeshadow, it is stunning. Now, I just got this recently, and this is also stunning. This is called Ice Ice Baby. And this is the blue and silver or blue and gray palette. Beautiful. Oh my God. I used this like 2 days in a row after I bought it. I loved it so much. And then I just picked up 2 more yesterday. I got my Rose Will Go On, which is a rose palette. Isn't that pretty? Still has the plastic sheet on it because I just got it yesterday. And then this is most people's favorites, but you know, obviously it depends on your tastes and things. This is called Nothing Compares to Nude. This is the one that a lot of people really love. So again, $5 and under, Ulta and Target for those, and the Essence website. Okay, so what are we gonna do next? Let's do e.l.f. You cannot go wrong with the e.l.f. bite-size palettes. At one time I had them all, but then they got really old, so I threw them out because, you know, you can only keep eyeshadow for so many years and then it's just not safe to use it anymore. So the ones that I have right now are Acai U, which is like a purple blue hybrid type color scheme. So pretty. This is most people's favorite. It's I Love You Latte, and these are all matte. So it's a great palette to have because you can combine it with all your other palettes. But yeah, if you never tried these, they're like $3 for these palettes for 4 eyeshadows. They're so nice. We have Rose Water. I have used this, but if you leave this top part on, you still have the name, but if you pull that plastic thing off all the way, then you're going to have to put a sticker on the back, like I did with this Cream and Sugar. This is classic. That is a good one too. So those are the 4 I have right now, but I really want to replenish my stash and get the rest of the ones that I don't have anymore. All right, let's move on to Hard Candy. Hard Candy eyeshadow quads are only at Walmart or their website. There are 12 palettes, but I think they're discontinuing some of them because you all of a sudden cannot get certain ones anymore. But I'll show you what I have. This is Purr. So these are like browns. This is Bear. This is like their nudes palette. This is Dope. These are all blues or teals. It's actually teals. Envy. This is the green palette, obviously. Moon is silvers, grays, black, and white. Punk is the purple palette. And then I just got this one the other day. This is Days. This is grays, taupes, I would say. Yeah, this is like a taupe palette. Haven't used that yet. Just got that the other day. But those hard candy shadows are so nice. Super pigmented, you guys. Almost borderline too pigmented, because there's one that every time I wear it, it leaves a little bit of stain behind. But yeah, really, really good. All right, next is LA Colors. And you're probably thinking, oh, I thought you weren't going to talk about anything from Dollar Tree. No, these are not from Dollar Tree. This is LA Colors, like premium line that is not sold at Dollar Tree. These are sold on their website. They're sold at Walmart. They're sold at Family Dollar, and they're sold at Dollar General. If you want these for the best price, go to Dollar General, because at Dollar General they are only $1.65 for these, and they are so good, you guys. These are 12-pan palettes. I went to Dollar General recently, and I was like, what is this? This is a new one, Jewel. It's not even on their website yet. So this is the Jewel palette. Isn't that gorgeous? It's all neutrals and greens. This is the Cool palette. I've used this a lot. These are so good, you guys. They have a bright palette. So yeah, these are only at select Walmarts. There's very few Walmarts that have an LA Colors section. But yeah, Family Dollar, Dollar General, and their website. This is the Rose palette. So Rose, self-explanatory. And last but not least, this is the Nude palette. And I just got some of these recently because I had them all at one time, except for that Jewel one, which I think is new. And again, you know, they had gotten old, so I threw them out. All right, and last but not least, these are stunning, you guys. You can either buy them individual or you can buy them in sets. If you buy them individually, they are $5 a piece. Or if you buy them as a set, they are $25 if you buy a set of 6. And there's 3 different sets to choose from. What am I talking about? Beauty Creations Riding Solo Single Eyeshadows. I have 2 of the sets. I have the Everyday Bundle and I have the Space Bundle. So I've done dedicated videos to these already. They are so gorgeous, you guys. Cosmic Dolly. Spaced Out. UFO. Giddy Up. Oh Hey. See You in Space. Oops. Legend Babe, Alien Suit, Country Charm, Outer, Keep on Shining, and Lucky. These are gorgeous, you guys. $5 a piece. And as far as these super shimmery eyeshadows go, like Urban Decay Moon Dust and the new e.l.f. ones, these are $1 cheaper than the e.l.f. ones, and I think they're really, really gorgeous, you guys. Beauty Creations, totally underrated brand. I think the only reason why they're not more popular than they are is because the only way you can get this brand is to order from their website. So it's just beautycreations.com. But stunning, stunning eyeshadows and a real bargain at that price point. These are all my favorite eyeshadows that are $5 and under. I would recommend any of the things I just showed you. If there's anything that you're really curious about that I have not done a video about already, I would be more than willing to do a dedicated video to any of these things. If there was a particular palette or a particular individual color that really stood out to you that you want me to use in a video coming up, leave a comment and I will do that. But yeah, these are all great, you guys. These brands are so good, and you know, the price of everything keeps going up and up and up, including makeup, and it's gotten so expensive, but none of these things will break the bank. I mean, think about what costs $5 nowadays. I mean, if you can get a really stunning, beautiful eyeshadow in a big pan like this for $5 that's going to last you a long time, it's well worth it. All right, so thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and hit that like button if you like this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.